Well, hello everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Welcome to another edition of my food diet diary. I went downstairs tonight to get a snack, and I'm like, this is a good time to address something I forgot to address, which is sugar. Straight up white granulated sugar. It's not something I really addressed initially. It's something that we do need to talk about because it's an extremely important aspect to any diet, and it's so it's coming into the light more than it was. Fat used to be the really big thing to watch out for. Now it's carbs and then sugar and blah blah. Now we all know it's just about being balanced, eating a well balanced diet, but trying to hold back on the sugar. And I'm not talking about high fructose corn syrup or brown sugar or anything like that. Just straight up sugar that you see on the side of the nutritional panel that doesn't have a daily allowance on it. So I'm a visual person. We're gonna walk through some things real quickly and hopefully get through this so I can still get something to eat. But so first off, one quick fact is from what I researched, just for the purposes of conversion, that per WebMD and then Michigan State University say that there are 4 grams of sugar per teaspoon. Actually 4.2, but they rounded down to 4. So 4 grams and 1 teaspoon. That's easy enough, so we'll work with that. So one of the things I'm going to look at tonight is actually, let me put this off here for a sec, is Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms is one of my favorite cereals, and I love it. Love the marshmallows. But if you look at it here, you got your big, beautiful box of Lucky Charms. And if you look at the side panel, it's got your nutritional value, your zinc, your vitamin D, B, A, C, you name it, your dietary fiber, your total fat, saturated fat, everything looks great, trans fat, but there you go. Total sugars. 10 grams of sugar, but no daily allowance for that in any way. Now that's odd, but we'll talk about that later. But for purposes of now, 10 grams of sugar per serving. And so what's a serving? Do you even know without looking? Nope. Yep. 3/4 cup. 3/4 cup is a serving. So let's take a look at that. Again, I apologize for the poor quality. Here's a bowl, a regular cereal bowl that I was just going to use. I actually did use. You have here servings of Lucky Charms. That is 3/4 cup Lucky Charms in a bowl. This bowl, obviously, not very big. You can put 3 of these, and I will. Three servings. Yum. 3 servings of Lucky Charms. So, if our math is right, that was 3 servings times 10 grams of sugar per serving, 30 grams of sugar. So there's a bowl. And that's probably, I might eat 2, if not 2.5 of those in a sitting, which is sick when you think about it. So when you think about it, that's about, I don't know, maybe 4 servings. We'll say 4, because that's 3 servings, which I would definitely eat, plus maybe another little bit. So that's a healthy one. So if we go over here and actually measure that out, so remember that 2.5 grams of sugar per teaspoon. So per serving, there's 10 grams. So in each serving, there are 2.5 grams of sugar, or 2.5 teaspoons, excuse me. So there's 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. And 2.5 half teaspoon. So that's in 1 serving of Lucky Charms. Not terrible, not great, but let's compound that as we will. And you got 4 glasses here of sugar, and this is where it starts to hit home, because there's the first serving I had, which was hardly anything. There's the second serving I had. There's this third serving I had. That's in a bowl, so that's equivalent. That is the equivalent of just what's in this regular size cereal bowl. And so, for the purpose of being fair to what I would eat for that, my friends, is a lot of sugar in a serving. How you'd even get back to bed after that is beyond measure, means, or reality. So that's just Lucky Charms. So that to me is really cool and interesting exploration. You got your bowl of charms with your glass of sugar. Which is probably even more true when you add in the orange juice. That's not even including the milk that has 12 grams per 8 ounces. So there's our Lucky Charms. We'll put that over there. You want to go grab some M&Ms. I like M&Ms. Let's see what M&Ms has. Remember, there are 4 grams of sugar to 1 teaspoon of white granulated sugar when you're looking at these servings. So look at the serving size here at the top. 1/4 of a cup. 28 grams of sugar. So if we do our math, that is almost 7 teaspoons of sugar per 1/4 cup. Let's measure that out and see what we get. Got our M&Ms. Yum. Got my 1/4 cup. Generous. Put that over there. Go into our sugar. 7 teaspoons. Let's use a shot glass just so we can have a good measure on what we're looking at here. 1 teaspoon. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. There it is. I'd obviously rather have the M&Ms. That's just me. But that is a lot of sugar, my friends. A lot of sugar. Finally, the last thing, which is very popular right now, and I love them as well, is something near and dear to my heart. It's called a Cliff Bar. I love Cliff Bars. I love them a lot. They're hitting the market like wild. They have chocolate chip, pomegranate, you name it. Until I realized, why was I putting on weight really rapidly? And I realized what was going on, at least to some extent, in a very short amount of time. 21 grams of sugar. Per 1 bar. 21 grams of sugar. That's close to a Snickers bar. So that's going to be 5 teaspoons of sugar. Now let's measure that out. Again, we got our teaspoon. Running out of stuff to measure stuff out in. That's 5 teaspoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how much sugar. This sugar, just this, not including syrup and everything else they put in these things, is in a Cliff Bar. A nutritious Cliff Bar that I love. I love all these products. I love Lucky Charms. I love M&M's. I love Cliff Bars. But the sugar, I could have had this all tonight. A bowl of Lucky Charms, a handful of M&M's, maybe not on a Cliff Bar. Now I'm sad. So what do? I can't have my cereal. That'd be terrible for my diet. I can't have Cliff Bar, which I thought maybe I could have. So I got to regulate that. So in my journal, I have something called apple cider vinegar. When I drink that, this is not witchcraft. This is just me. When I drink that, it suppresses my appetite and it suppresses my urge for sugar. And I have a large urge for sugar. For some life events before, that also caused me to want sugar more than I do. So I crave that. So I take apple cider vinegar. It helps at least suppress my urge for sugar at the time. It fills me up too. It doesn't taste that great, I'll be honest, but it helps. It also regulates my blood sugar, which it's been scientifically proven to do. So I have that with me as well. Better that than the 25 teaspoons of sugar I could have just had right now, which would be converted into fat very shortly. So apple cider vinegar tonight, see how that goes. I thought it'd be interesting to quantify all that sugar using raw data, science and facts. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a dietitian. All I know is what goes in must come out somehow in some shape or form, or it'll be stored. It's pretty much that basic, and if you can stick to that and have help, knowledge, will, and whatever else that you need to help support you and your structure, we gotta do. So I want to get it down to my goal of 165, so I'm going to cut back on the sugar, and I just found a really great way to cut it out. So hopefully you have a great night. Thanks for checking in. That's the Steele deal. Take care. We'll see you next time.